blundered the bishop on c4 to a pawn at the start of the game. Just blundered the knight and attacked the core. White blunders the knight and then he takes the knight. Am I right? And they took and we took the rook. It is a very, very unfair trade, but we'll take it. He blunders the knight over here on f3. And black can just take, but then the knight can just be taken. So, you see that queen? You see that queen? What will he do about that queen? Killed his own queen. I mean, this is a clean, full queen blunder. I don't know if this is on purpose or an accident, but will white bounce back and have a big, big comeback? Well, let's see. Pawn to takes f6 and queen to f4 is a blunder to the bishop on c1 and then bishop to f4 takes the queen. Literally just blundered the rook on the next thing. A blunder after the other. The queen and then the rook. And now everything is balanced from the game. Time 18 seconds for black. Black is 0.6 seconds left. Hello everybody, and in this video is the most stupid game ever. And why is it the most stupid game ever? Just now, we got white pieces, a 100 player. Of course, they're 100. What would you expect? The worst game to be 1000s and yet burn the whole house down? No, not gonna happen. They're all... Let's just start, you know? What are we waiting for? I mean, we're gonna wait here? Boring stuff? Dead air everywhere? No, never. I'm not gonna let that happen. So we got e4, trying to take some more space. And then we got knight to f6. Starting off fresh again from all of the 100 games, fresh and not yet blundering, no chaos yet, no explosions. Knight to f6, attacking our protagonist's pawn. What does the protagonist do? Of course, blunders it, and the blunders early start unlike all the other games. And we're starting off with a little pawn that is being blundered at the center, and then we got bishop to c4, literally letting white to have that knight on the center of the board, being a gangster right now and literally wants to, it's menacing to explode everything right now. Well, he just calmly literally just developed, ignoring all of this. And then we got pawn to d5. Pawn to d5 is something that reinforced the knight. White can just attack it. I mean, if whites attack it, then the knight we can just go away. But then what White just did is he did not even counterattack it, and he did not even want to trade with it if the pawn takes the bishop. Instead, what he did is the most early blunder in all of the games of all. He blundered the bishop. He thought that he can checkmate black within 4 moves. He's wrong, because the pawn can just take the bishop, and so therefore he blundered the bishop on c4 to a pawn at the start of the game, which is a very disrespectful start right now for white, which leaves us very sad, but maybe not very sad, as we will see in the next few couple of moves. Queen to e5, attacking the knight, and then attacking this pawn, pressuring that pawn and that pawn and that pawn, and the queen has all eyes on everywhere, but black can just defend the knight. But black, literally, for the memes here, literally just blundered the knight and attacked the queen. Bro, these 100s stay 100s because they know what they're doing, but yet they don't know what will the opponent do when they do something. So the queen can just take the knight, and therefore white blunders the knight, and then he takes the knight, and we got this queen over here, very exposed, insanely exposed, and not yet. No one can attack it. This bishop can attack it. No, it will be eaten. And yet they somehow do it, and now they blundered the whole bishop. Oh my god. What are these guys doing? Do they know the bishop is defended? I mean, they literally just blundered, and we got queen takes f5. So we get the bishop having to blunder from the queen here, and literally white coming from back from the dead here, having plus 2 points and 2 minutes on time, which is his winning on time. And literally the queen is eating everything out there. It first ate the knight, takes the bishop, which is insane. And then we got pawn to g6, finally taking out that queen out of here. But he can just check for the memes. I mean, why would you check? There's no reason to check. So they block. You block the wrong way. This is not a good way to block. That undevelops your knight. I mean, you can go here, but that is not very efficient because you're blocking your queen, and also not to mention your knight is not quite active there than here on this square on c6. What is this? You could have just developed your knight actually, or just trade traded the queen and then take with the knight. That could have been a smarter move, except from all of those moves, 1/4 of possibilities, you moved the pawn. Or maybe 1 million possibilities. Please, you move this, literally resulted the opponent to go here and trap the rook, which is insane. But not really trap the rook, because the knight can just go here and protect that rook. Black, in this next move, sacrificed, of course, the rook. I mean, seriously though, he attacks the queen. What is this move? I mean, black thinks that literally he can trade, but he didn't thought that the rook can get blundered and this knight will get pinned. I mean, these 100s are all of the same thing. I think they're all clones of the same person over here. Are they? And from all of that, from blundering the rook, he just literally does not take it. He becomes generous enough not to take the rook or for whatever. And then we got queen to d4, taking a free pawn. And then we got pawn to c3, attacking that queen. Because honestly, we don't want that queen there. I mean, that queen is so annoying. Would you let it stay there? Queen to e2. You can cover up with a knight. The queen will just get this pawn. Or just not cover up with a knight and cover up with a bishop and lose your whole rook completely. What will you choose? You lose your whole rook completely in another raid. Oh my gosh. Insanely maybe great. The queen takes the pawn, and now the rook gets blundered after the next move, queen to c4. At least he took a pawn though. I mean, queen to b7 here is a much greater move because it literally just takes the rook if he takes the rook. But instead you took a freebie because you're a 100, bozo. Am I right? And they took, and we took the rook. It is a very, very unfair trade, but we'll take it. They're 100s. Come on. And now, black with a comeback is +3. I mean, this is another roller coaster. Rook takes h1, and then yet from all of that, white hadn't is not enough for the memes. And yeah, he blunders the knight over here on f3. And black can just take. That's a clean taking of a knight. And he just take. I think white interpreted this as a very brilliant move, like a scientific move. But literally, he thought that the knight covers the fork so that the queen cannot take when the white queen takes the pawn on c6 and forks the king and the rook. But then the knight can just be taken. So... and then we got queen to h4, defending all of this from the black queen, because honestly, this black queen has done enough devastating things already. And yet, white literally just continues to commit chaos over here on h4. You see that queen? What will he do about that queen? Killed his own queen. I mean, this is a clean, full queen blunder. I don't know if this is on purpose or an accident, but will white bounce back and have a big comeback? Well, let's see. And then we got pawn to takes f6. That poor queen being taken by a lowered class piece. f6. And then we got king to d3. And out of all this respect, move your king here. Instead, you moved it towards the enemy territory. Instead, you could have moved it 1, 2, 3, 4 ways. You moved it to the 2 ones that are worse. King to d1. You moved queen to d3, and now that has resulted rook to d8. Yeah, so you should just move back and be safe, right? Well, in white's perspective over here, he thinks that the memes could continue and literally just move the king out of the center and walk to the opponent's black side over here, which is absolutely insane. While black can just take these pawns, and literally knight to e4 happened, and it's mate in 6, but they cannot see it from all of this. Mate in 6. And literally, black is so much winning. He is +2 queens. Not absolutely queens. Almost 2 queens. White almost needs to come back. But literally, all that has been granted. And queen to f4 is a blunder to the bishop on c1. And then bishop to f4 takes the queen. Maybe white is back from the game, but not yet. He's all on winning on the material, while white is not. So he needs to come back more. But will he though? Again. And so, to continue all of this, literally just blunder the rook on the next thing. A blunder after the other. The queen and then the rook. And now, everything is balanced from the game. But look at the time. 18 seconds for black. 1 minute for white. Will white win this? Will white literally just come back from the dead? Or will white also not come back this? And then we got bishop to c5 over here. Another blunder because he checks randomly. White didn't see that he can take with the knight and the king and just move the king, assuming it's a check, and not a blunder from the bishop. And all of that gets ignored. We got bishop to b4, which blunders the bishop once again. Black all for it. Literally hates his bishops and literally blunders it more. And now finally white takes it. Thank God that he saw it. And then we got rook to f8, bishop to d6, attacking that rook, and then rook to f7, and then we got knight to c5, attacking that knight. Will black ever move it? Do you think so? And then we got knight to c5. Thank God he did not blunder. He just traded. So we got king to c5, rook to b7, and then we got a check from the rook, and then king to c4. Black, literally a genius from all of this with 6 seconds versus 32 seconds. Black having the 6 seconds literally finds the tactic, which is insane. If he didn't saw it, all will be literally losing for black. But now, rook to b5 here forces the queen down and undefend his bishop, and literally saw that. I don't know, he literally saw that, or even he is actually lucky. So we got rook to d4, rook to d5, offering a trade, but it's a balanced game. Maybe it's not, maybe it's a draw, or maybe it's not a draw, because black is 0.6 seconds left. And on the next move, folks, you're right, he lost. And no stalemates, no trickery on the ending or whatever. And just lost on time. Instead of fully drawing the game, lost on time. That is what makes it the worst game of all time. From all of these roller coasters to literally black having up a queen and a half and white having down. Literally goes back from the dead. Came back from the game, and then black came back from the game. And in this roller coaster, literally black with queen and a half material lost the game. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Peace out. And wait, no. Haha. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and like. And also, there's 2 links, Twitch and Discord, which is my server, which is my community. And yeah, I think that's it. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.